What's up, everybody? It's Damon. First off, I want to give you guys a brief message, but before I go into that, I do want to apologize. The lighting's a little off today, and I also want to thank you all for commenting on my last video. I really appreciate you guys commenting. It really meant a lot to me to know that I'm providing value for you guys, giving you guys fresh perspective. The point of this video we're going to talk about, it might be a bit controversial for you guys, but I want to take the gloves off, and I've already begun to do that. The thing about where I'm at with this particular journey is no longer about making sure people are catered to in the way that they want to be catered to, and to package things in the sense that everyone receives it with good kindness, okay? Reality's harsh. Life is harsh. Every single person watching this video has went through struggles. And I think my new philosophy is that if I can keep it real with you guys, that maybe you'll get some value in it. This type of video and what I'm doing with the channel is not for everyone. Some people don't like the way that I put things. That's fine. There's plenty of other videos out there. I will say that I do not regret the way that I presented the information in the last video. However, I will say that a lot of people misinterpret my intentions. My intentions are simple. I'm taking the gloves off and allowing life to be as everyone out there, everyone who's watching my channel, who's not watching my channel, has some sort of pain in life, some sort of challenge, some sort of hardship. And that's what this is really about, is presenting hardship in a way to where I can keep it real with you guys, 100%. Okay? And I'm not gonna sugarcoat things anymore. I'm just gonna say it as is. If you guys don't like that, that's fine. You know, there's plenty of other people who offer a lot of value out there as well. I am catering specifically to a particular segment of people who are ready to hear the way that I'm presenting information. Like I said, I don't regret the way that I presented information in the last clip. Now, that being said, there are some misinterpretations I do want to clear up. I am not in a negative state of mind. A lot of people think the underlying connotation of the last video was negative, or the last two videos was negative or condescending. I can see how you guys see that. That's not my intention, but there is a real sense and twist to that, okay? So what I mean by that is that you guys, it's okay to suck, okay? And I'm going to use that word as I'm using that word. It is okay to suck. When I say you guys suck, you're full of shit, it's because you are. But you don't have to be. You don't have to stay that way. It's not like you're born a piece of crap. I didn't call anybody a piece of crap. I don't think you stay a piece of crap. I've been full of shit many times in my life. I've sucked at a lot of things in my life. I think that's fair to say that. I think it's fair to say that I sucked at a lot of things, and I still suck at a lot of things, and I'm still full of shit sometimes, and I bullshit myself. I bullshit myself every day when I think I can't do something. Even for a brief moment, if I think I can't do something, I'm bullshitting myself. Okay, so when I'm full of shit when I say those things. Is that derogatory or negative talk? No, it's just fix it. It's instantaneous. So the first step is that I don't allow negativity in my life at this point. If I do, I'm attempting to remove it as quickly as possible. If I see it surface, it's to remove it as quickly as possible. It is a poison that eats the perspective of your life. It eats away at you, and it's time to get rid of that. It's time to move that out of your life. So a lot of you who may think that was a negative message, it's either you haven't seen my channel, or you haven't stuck with my channel long enough, or you just don't know me very well, you don't understand what my intention is, or you just didn't get the message. So this video is not only to clear that up, but it's also to further elaborate on why it's okay to suck, okay? But before I get to that, you know, my objective here is to put an end to excuse making. It is to put an end to the reasons why you can't live to your fullest potential. There's plenty of reasons that you're projecting out in reality, whether it's I don't have the personality to do it, I don't have the mentality to do it, I don't have the resources to do it. All of this is excuses you guys make. It's not reality, it's not the truth. And it's because a lot of you guys just don't, you put limitations on yourself. You're putting things on yourself which is not true, okay? You're putting all kinds of perspectives on yourself, like I can't do it, or I can't. You're full of shit when you do that. Stop doing that. You can be not full of shit for any given moment. You can turn that off and go, you know what, I can do it. I just don't know how to do it. You gotta have the know-how in order to get it. So it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know how. It's okay to begin and actually suck or feel like an idiot. Everyone must feel like an idiot when they're beginning to do something. You're not going to be a master. Name any master. Name any pro who has never practiced. Name any pro who just never practiced and never got as good as they are, never really needed to practice, just did it. Okay? It just doesn't exist. All right? Anybody who practices, they drill and prepare, and they become better. And there will be a period of their life, whether it was they're 3 or 2 years old, where they weren't that good. Maybe they had a natural slant and natural talent, that's okay, but they improved it, they got better. And going through this cycle of being an idiot is normal, and it's okay to suck at something. I got off a phone call the other day, no names included on this, but this particular person was mentioning to me how they thought they were really good at something. And then obviously I pointed out the obvious, that they weren't, and they realized that they weren't after I had brought that up. And I said, look, it's okay to not be good at something, but if you fabricate and say that you're good at something, you'll do everything you can to avoid actually doing it, because if you do that, then you can preserve the image that you've created that you're good at it. Oh, I'm good at it because I think in my head that I'm good at this. And I'm guilty of this very same thing. And I've seen a lot of other people guilty of it too, is they think they're good at something, so they actually avoid doing it so they can keep that persona like, oh, I know I'm good at it, or when they do it, they only do it when they know they're going to win at it. They know they're going to do it. For example, you may have a tennis player, somebody who enjoys playing, not pro, but somebody who enjoys playing tennis, and everybody's like, oh yeah, he's good, and he's been playing against people who've never played tennis before and beats them all, so he naturally may think he's good. And then when he gets thrown into the arena with somebody who's a pro or somebody who's actually really good, he may back out of that challenge, he may move out of that challenge, or he may go in the challenge and get totally defeated. Still think he's good, but he just will exaggerate how good that person was by saying that person was the best on the planet, or he'll just avoid that whole challenge altogether. Now, not all people are guilty of this, but a lot of people create this image, and as a result of creating this image, they actually avoid doing the very thing they claim they're good at. So instead of going down that road, admit that you suck and see it as a learning process. Okay, I'm not very good at this right now. How can I learn to be good at this? Whatever it may be that's going to accelerate you in the direction that you want to go in life, right? Whatever direction you need to go or you want to go, you can do that. You just have to pick. I want to go this way. I want to go this way. I want to make this happen. I want to succeed at this. It's okay to suck right now. It's okay to take in information, because one thing, when you get your mind around that you're not very good, you become open. You realize that, okay, now I can take in more information. Like Bruce Lee said, and I don't know if he's the original person, you must empty your cup before you can fill it again with new information, right? So you have to empty your cup before you can fill it. So instead of thinking, oh yeah, I'm good at this, which you're not, or you may not be, depending on who I'm speaking with or who is viewing this video at any given time, but I'm sure you can parallel this somewhere in your life. Open it up, find out, and then empty it, and then realize, okay, accept that you're not that good and you're in a beginning stage, and it's okay to be a novice, if that's a better way to put it. But I'm okay with saying you suck, because it's words that you may be using. See, I use these words because it's words that we use in our daily life. Not a lot of people go, well, I'm a novice at this particular task. Okay, I don't speak like that, neither do you probably, so I'm not going to use those words, but I will say that if you feel like you suck, you probably do somewhere in your deep side, and it's okay. It's okay to suck, okay? So it gives you an ability to strike back and grow from that particular perspective. Okay, and the last part of this message that I want to share with you guys today, this is a kind of a side topic, but it's also a very important one, is that, if you're, and it's related a little bit to this, but if you are experiencing pain, which everyone does, but you think, and you're worried about rejection, or you're worried about what I may think of you, or you're worried about what I say, or you're being extremely PC, or whatever it may be, you're not really prepared for the real world. Maybe someday there will be a utopian society where you don't have to face these things anymore, and when they do occur, they just immediately diminish, or they get put away, or whatever. But to me, that's dystopian more than utopian. But however, point is that if you are thinking that these things are so awful, or the things that I say, like you suck or whatever, I personally believe that you're not prepared for the real world. In the real world, you're going to face challenges that are much greater than what someone says. And if you can't handle the way someone says something, and you're not prepared to face emotions, you're not prepared to face rejection, you're not prepared to face the things that you have to face in life, at any given point, you're going to face rejection. Someone is going to tell you no. Someone is going to break up with you. Someone is going to leave you. Someone is going to die. You have to get used to that. You have to know that these things are part of life. And if you don't prepare yourself for these things by watching these videos or dealing with the way that people word things or putting things into perspective for yourself, you're only doing yourself a disservice because you're not preparing yourself. You realize that people go through their own emotions, they go through their own journey, they deal with their own thing. And so the thing is, you guys, you got to understand that it's about being prepared. When you're with a friend, you don't back off. When this particular friend is going through an emotional turmoil, you stay out of them. You be the calm pillar as they're struggling, and they know that you're going to guide them and take them to the end no matter how emotional they get. An analogy that I read recently, and it's a good one, is if someone is, in they're rafting or whatever, and they hit the white water and they start freaking out, you don't freak out with them. You stay calm. It's the same thing. As I go through my own journey, I'm glad that you guys stuck with me and the things that I had to deal with and the things that I grew through and will continue to go through. But my approach is going to be much different than the way it has been in the past, and I've talked about this quite a bit. It's been a unique change for me because I realized that I was holding back my character. I was holding back who I am. I was holding back to try to cater to everyone, and eventually it broke me. Okay, so trying to make sure everybody was taken care of in the best way and being super professional and trying to make sure that all the things were, and I did this because I thought it was the only way to succeed, but it's not. The only way to succeed is to be yourself and be prepared to face resistance. I was avoiding resistance, not because I was afraid of it, because I didn't understand it. Okay, I didn't understand why resistance could actually help you. I didn't understand how to use resistance to move forward. I thought resistance would slow me down. And so I said, okay, well, I'm willing to cater my personality and cater this for a professional presentation to accumulate an audience, which I'm glad you guys appreciated and got things from. But now it's, like I said, I'm taking the gloves off. I'm going to keep it real with you all. And the reality is, you suck. And that's okay. Okay? The reality is that you might be full of shit right now. You might be making an excuse, or you might be pointing the finger at someone else. You might be blaming someone else for the way you feel about something. Okay, you might be doing something that I'm going to be teaching not to do in the near future, of things that can affect your mind state. You want to have a clear head. You want to have a clear head on your shoulders. You want to make sure that you're not being distracted by yourself, and you're not doing things to slow yourself down. Because what I want to see someday is someone commenting on this channel and letting me know that there was a difference made in their life by something I've said. That's all. That's all I really want to see. It's not, I'm not here for the fame. I'm not here for the glory. I'm not here for even 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 subscribers. I don't give a crap. I really don't. I care more about making sure that you guys have what you need and get out of your own frickin' way. That's what this is about, okay? This is about moving forward. This is about getting you to move out of your way. And if I have to call you out and say, hey, you're being full of shit right now, you're full of shit right now. You're making tons of excuses and you suck at what you do. Stop saying you don't suck, because you do, and accept that that's part of the process and experience the suck and deal with it. Then you're going to move forward. There's a reason why there's a level of humility that's involved in recognizing that you suck. And so maybe that's a harsh word, but you know what? Stop being a tightwad about the word choice and start focusing on the purpose here. Start focusing on the very thing that's important. The purpose of what this message is: get out of your own way. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you guys do what you think you can do in life. Let no one tell you you can't. Don't even tell yourself you can't, because if you tell yourself you can't, I'm going to tell you that you're full of shit, because you are. You can't anything, okay? You can do whatever you want to do. You're capable of everything. You guys can do anything you want to do right now. You know, you don't have to be an ENTJ. You don't have to be an INFP. You don't have to be an ESTJ to make this happen. You can do it right now. You can make one step in the right direction. You can find the right resources. You can work with the right coach. You can work with the right mentor. You have the power to make that happen. No one else. So I trust that you guys are going to do that. And maybe this video doesn't mean much. Maybe it'll be another video. This is just a longer message than I anticipated, but it's an important one. So be prepared, because life is going to throw things at you and you can't control. So my tone of voice shouldn't be a problem for you. If it is, I hate to lose your subscribership, but I'm not gonna cater to you guys. You guys have catered to yourselves long enough. You guys have made your life too easy and too comfortable, and now you're in a position to where you want to get out. You want to move, and you don't know what to do or how to do it. Okay? My job is to get you the hell out of your way, and that is what I'm assigning myself to do. That is my life purpose. That is what this purpose of this video is. And whether it's you that's watching this, maybe you'll unsubscribe, maybe you won't like this message, maybe you'll comment below and it'll be something like, oh, whatever, you're a horrible person, or whatever you think. I'm okay with that, because I will collect the haters. I'm fine with the haters. But again, the resistance is what propels me, because inside that resistance there's beauty in itself. Okay, so I'll keep at it, and I'll have a change of subscriber base. I'm okay with that. There are people here that I really care about, and who watch this, and they're going to get benefit from this. And that's what's most important to me, is the people who stand out. Aside from that, guys, quick message on the progress of the channel update. I will be producing some MP3s, type breakdowns, both Socionics and MBTI. I'll be breaking them down in a very, very detailed way. I'll do an overview video, and I'll post that on YouTube as well. But I will create downloads available on my website, type at a time. I'm starting with INFJ. A lot of you guys are INFJ. I'll start with that. I'll probably do INTP after that, maybe INFP after that. But I will start with those 3 types. I'll get those MP3s out, and then those will be available for sale. It won't be super high price, but it's going to take a little bit of work on my end, so hope you guys enjoy that. Any feedback, any comments, anything you guys want to add, if you think I need to know, if you guys are an INFJ, INTP, I'm open to hearing about your experience to make this product for other INTPs, INTJs, INFJs, whatever type you are. If you want to send me your experience, you have my email address. It's damon@mbtbcoach.com. I'm sorry if I don't reply in advance. I will read your message though, and I will take from that, and I will do what I can to get the most accurate MP3s possible, combined with what I've learned throughout my years of studying this. I will get those available for you, and the anticipated release date of the first one will probably be 2 to 3 weeks max. Unless something comes up, I will keep you guys posted. Make sure you're on the mailing list as well. And then also I'll be working on a PDF for you. It's going to be the Typologist Handbook. It's going to give you specific instructions on how to diversify as far as looking at the differences between MBTI and Socionics, and it's going to break those down as well. It's going to give you a clear understanding of how to identify type. It's going to help you figure those things out. It's going to knock out a lot of myths, and it's going to put everything together for you. These are a few things I'm going to be doing on the back end. I'm going to be putting this all together for you, and it's going to be things that obviously I want to keep the price point low, but I am going to put as much work as I can into it. But other than that, I hope to see you all soon, and I appreciate you guys' support again, and we'll be keeping in touch with you. I'll be making more of these videos, more MBTI stuff, more Enneagram stuff, more Socionic stuff, and a lot more personal development stuff. We're going to be talking about outcomes. We're going to be talking about rejection. We're going to be talking about some dating strategies. We're going to be talking about how to deal with communication, how to look at disc profiles. We're going to be moving in a lot of applicable stuff, and there's going to be a lot of skills involved in actually how to develop those skills. And the take home here with this video, more importantly, is find out where you are lying to yourself, or where you are you're fabricating how skilled you are. Identify those things and be honest with yourself. That was one of the most important lessons I learned, and it took me this long to actually start being honest with myself. That being said, I appreciate you guys, and thanks so much, and I hope you all have a good evening. At least it's evening here. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good time, okay? Thank you again. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all soon, okay? Take care.